Hey, welcome. Another edition of my talk show. And if you're tuning into this today, I'd like to give thanks to you guys. I sent out a sample of the first talk show to some of my buddies there, and they said it was really good. They said it was nice. They said it was good to listen to, and I really appreciate that support. You know, the subject of finances and money is something I've really been passionate about since forever. I don't know why I'm so damn obsessed with money. Honestly, I wish I had another obsession like freaking like fishing. I mean, which is an obsession, but like just something else that just But I guess everyone has their own gifts and talents, if you want to say. Uh, Today's been a great day. The first episode of the show was a good success. I blasted it out to my email list, and I got some great responses back from people um, who had said that this is actually something valuable for them. This is something that's helping them out, and it's giving me the boost to keep going on, and I really appreciate it. To all of my subscribers on my personal mailing list who have responded back. Thank you. Okay, so in this segment, we will be talking about a few things. First and foremost, I just want to say for those of you who are just tuning in and have no idea what this talk show is about, it's actually a part of a bigger picture. If you guys only knew the schematics and the diagram I have out here drawn out in my thousands of notebooks with thousands of pages, you guys would definitely know what this is. But anyways, guys, talking about money and finances is something I just have a passion for, so I thought it'd be a great opportunity to give value to people's lives. Today was a great day. Hung out with my girl. I wrapped up a few of my investments that I've been working on getting those closed and tied down so I can resume back to normal life. Not gonna lie, guys, the past few weeks has been pretty hectic. I've taken on a lot of stress, good stress, some of it bad, but majority of it is good stress. I've definitely been stretching as a person. I've been growing a lot too. I'm way out of my comfort zone right now. I'm just doing some sudden moves with money that I've actually never done before. I'm moving money so fast that I'm just like, oh, holy crap, I need to sit down, take a break. Anyways, guys, this show today will actually be about the basics of getting more money in your bank. Now, it's a couple of rules that I follow, and I followed them since I was the age of 15, and they work very well. So, if I were you, I'd get a pen and paper. However it is you take notes, that'd be great. So, anyways, the first thing I'd recommend to getting more money in the bank will be a simple process. You open up another bank account. Now, some people may ask, well, what do you mean? Well, quite simply, you open up another bank account, and let me tell you why. Now, your main account, your checking account, the account that you may have get paid on from a job per se, is great. That's great. But you're using that account for everything. You're using that account to pay bills, to enjoy yourself, to do this, to do that. And before you know it, you just have no savings at the end of the day. Think I'm lying? I go through it every day. If I forget to move a certain amount of money over to my other bank accounts, the money that I get, the bank account that I get paid on a checking account, that somehow, some way, that money will disappear. It just happens. It's just human nature. While I'm out, I'm like, hey, I'm hungry. I'll buy something real quick, or if I see something I like, I'll buy that, or buy this, whatever. So, you definitely want to open up another bank account. Now, the second bank account, guys, that I'm talking about is an account that you have to cut off all access to. Okay, no checkings, no checks, no debit cards, no credit cards, nothing. you have to make it a pain in the ass just to withdraw that money. And that's what I have set up in my overseas account. It takes about a week for me to move money in and out of that account. It has no checks to it, no checks attached to it, no debit cards attached to it, nothing like that. You know. So, anyways, now this new account that I'm talking about, guys, your main objective, something I'd recommend is putting $1,000 in this new bank account, no matter what it took. Now, some people may ask, what is this $1,000 for? It's for everything and anything. Emergencies, only emergencies, okay? Only emergencies for now, okay? Only emergencies. I repeat, only for emergencies. So when you get paid on your main account, save as much money as you can on that new account until it hits $1,000. Okay, be sure to save until it hits $1,000, no matter how long it takes you to sacrifice, no matter how hard it is to sacrifice. Trust me, guys, having that $1,000 for emergency funds will make you better in the near future. It'll make you more disciplined, and it'll make you have a peace of mind that you have money sitting around somewhere else that you know is there, regardless of whether or not it gets used or not. Now, the other thing I was going to say is, for your checking account, I know a lot of guys will come up to me and say, hey man, well, I just can't afford, to really be saving to $1,000. I got this bill, I got that bill. Look, man, how bad do you want financial security, okay? If you want it bad enough, I don't want to hear you bitching and complaining about how much bills you have and how much overhead you have and why you can't save $1,000 in the bank. It's not that hard, okay? This is one of the basic wealth principles that I founded my whole entire life on. Okay, the first thing I did when I first discovered this was I put $1,000 in the bank. You know what? And for me, it happened so fast that it was just like, wow, let me increase this to 5 or 6 figures or whatever it was I was doing at the time, in the bank. But first step, always, okay? So now let's just say that, for time being, you got $1,000 in the bank, okay, and you have your checking account going. Now, when you hit that $1,000 in the bank, okay, what you are going to want to do next is move that. Okay, sorry, back up a little bit. When you get the $1,000 in the bank, actually, let me get a pen and pad here. Let me write what I got going on here. Okay, so we got 2 accounts so far, guys. Okay, we got a checking account and we got an emergency fund account. Okay, now when you get that $1,000 in the bank for that emergency fund, what you guys are going to want to do is move 500 of that, listen to me, 500 of that $1,000 into a new bank account that you are going to open. Okay, new bank account. Now some of you might be, sitting there like, whoa, we got to open 3 bank accounts? Listen to me closely. Okay, this 3rd bank account is where you will start to build wealth. Okay, this is your nest egg. This is your investment accounts. Okay, this is something that the money goes in, never comes out, except for investments. That is it. We are no longer talking for emergencies. Emergencies includes, and I'm not talking about, oh shit, I need $20 extra to buy this Gucci belt. Oh my gosh, I need $100 to buy me a pair of Jordans. No. Okay? If you want to get rich, you need to sacrifice, okay? You need to stop going shopping for expensive shit, okay, that you want to buy just to impress people you don't even like, okay? I'll tell you what, the most richest people I know are frugal, okay? I mean, I have not seen like one baller person, especially when they're trying to start up their careers and they're trying to build up a nest egg. None of my friends I see are frugal. It's only after they hit 10 times the amount of financial success that they wanted to do that I just see them start to splurge. Okay, so now we got 3 bank accounts in play. Listen to me closely. Now, remember how I said the first thing you want to do is put $1,000 in that emergency fund. Next, you want to move 502 of that $1,000 into a new account for investments. Same concept, guys. Same concept. Except for this time, now what you are going to want to do is you're going to want to grant a debit card access to your emergency account. Okay? No checking accounts, or sorry, no checks, no nothing like that. You just want to have a debit card access into that account. Okay? And now for the third account, which is going to be your nest egg account, your investment account, you're going to want to cut off all ties to that account. You're going to want to make that one a bitch to get into. Okay? You're going to want to make that one on lockdown. You want to make it to where it is just an absolute pain to get money in and out of that account. You know how I know this, guys? Is so you won't get tempted to even look at that money. When you think about how hard it is to deposit and withdraw money from that account, you're not even going to want to touch it. Okay? This is going to make you rich because you're not going to touch that money. It's going to stay there forever. Okay? Now, listen closely. Account number 1, we have checking. Okay? Account number 2 is the emergency fund. Account number 3 is your new investment account. Now, when you have 500 in that investment account and you have 500 in your emergency account, what you guys are going to want to do is fill the emergency account back up to $1,000. Okay. Now remember, emergencies. If your car breaks down, you need a quick fix for, I don't know, you got to pay off a certain bill or whatever. You're behind. You always want to keep that emergency account up to $1,000 always. $1,000 floating always. Always. Nothing else. That's all that money is used for is $1,000 emergency funds. Now for your investment account, guys, now you are going to immediately, I don't know what your personal goal is, but you're going to immediately want to set up a goal for that new investment account. How much cash you want to see in that account. For me personally, it was 5 figures. Okay. I did not stop pouring into that account until I saw 5 figures in that investment account. Okay, eventually, what you guys are going to want to do with that investment account when you hit your financial number is you're going to want to start looking at investments. Okay, you're going to start wanting to invest 10, 15%. Try and get a good return on that money. Okay, so now. Okay, let's just say your goal for that investment account, and I have a pen and paper here, is $10,000 for your investment account. Now you have a grant sitting in that emergency account, and you have money coming in from your job on checking account. Okay, account number 1, job. Okay, let me tell you guys, in this scenario, how good would you feel if you knew you had $10,000 sitting in that investment account? How good would you feel? Okay, you wake up in the morning, you look at that account, you're like, damn. I got 10 grand sitting in that account. I feel fucking awesome. You know what I mean? There's no greater feeling, guys, than knowing that you have money in the bank. Okay? And I'm not talking about just a couple hundreds. I'm not talking about those wannabe drug dealers on Instagram that want to post the hundreds and tens and dollar bills in Instagram and post pictures. I'm talking about real money. I'm talking about money to know where you no longer have to introduce yourself. You just walk into a room and people know you have money. People know you're the real deal. You know what I mean? How good would that feel? Okay. Now, let me tell you, for bank account number 3, which is the investment account, when you hit that financial number that you want to hit, and I don't know what it is for you personally, but for me, it was 5 figures. Okay. Man, I forgot where I was going with that tangent. I'm sorry. But anyways, oh yes. So, I mean, when you hit that number and you hit that goal, guys, you really do get a different feeling in life. You really do see things differently. You start to believe because you see money's there, and you start thinking money's easy to get now because I have money, and all of a sudden all these new opportunities come to you. Guys, I have like 5 people every week asking me to invest in some new venture. Okay? I have a guy right now who lives in Dubai who wants me to throw down for a little a little outlet store that he wants to open in a shopping center. He's giving me all the schematics and business plans. I'm just not ready to invest my money overseas because I can't watch it. You know what I mean? I don't have the chance to be geographically free. You know what I mean? I'm tied to Dallas right now. I don't have the ability to be geographically free yet. so therefore I don't feel comfortable investing my money overseas. Okay, but when you have money in the bank and you know you have money in the bank, you just act like you have a different attitude. For me, I'm a car salesman. Whenever I don't make a sale, it's not like I don't care. Don't get me wrong, I do care, but it's just like I don't care at the same time because I know I got money in the bank. You know what I mean? I know that either way, I'm just going to get paid this week, and I can live off of $200, $100 for the week. I'm straight. Probably $50. $50. Actually, 100. They'll cover gas and all that, whatever the inflation prices are at the moment. But yeah, so guys, when you have money in the bank, you get you're like a whole new person. You don't even have to worry about money because you have that money in the bank. It feels awesome. It feels great. You have no idea how I wake up every morning. I wake up every morning not giving a damn about what happens in the today because I know I got money in the bank and I know I'm gonna get more money and I know my investments are gonna get money for me. So it's like a win-win situation. Now, if you guys do, and now I'm moving on from investment account to the emergency account. Now, when you guys do get the emergency account to $1,000, that feels good as well because now you have a collective liquid cash of 11 grand in the bank. Remember, I used the hypothetical example of investment accounts, which is bank account number 3, having 10 grand in it. The emergency fund account always having $1,000. You have 11 grand in liquid cash. That feels sick. Okay, when I first hit my first $10,000 in the bank, I was like, damn. Obviously it's now grown more to be more than that, but I was just like, holy crap, this is awesome. This feels awesome. This feels phenomenal to know that I have money in the bank, to know I could buy whatever I want whenever, but don't get carried away. Don't let your ego get in the way. These are just simple wealth principles that I've followed all my life, and they've proven to be good for me. So now, how you want to be doing it is now, okay, remember, checking accounts is the account that you get paid on. That's going to dilly out your bills and how much money you need to enjoy yourself, blah, blah, blah. Your emergency account, remember, you're only going to have debit card access to that account, and the debit card is always going to be left at home, no matter what. Third, the investment account, nothing, no ties to it, unless you're ready to make an investment, no ties to it at all. How you guys are going to want to do this? Now, for the checking account, guys, you guys are simply going to want to dish out 10% after you've hit your financial goal in your investment account forever, no matter what. Even if you get paid $100, dish out 10% to that investment account. And if you guys got a little bit of extra left over, take out like $20 in cash. You know what I'm saying? Stack it up in your closet or stack it up under your mattress. Give you some cash there. So you don't have to use all the money in the banks and the cards. And for the emergency account, just leave the card at home and just forget about it. And when an emergency pops up, grab the card, do what you gotta do, take care of your business, and replenish it to $1,000. Now, this method, when you get a little bit more advanced, guys, you've paid your bills and everything, and your checking account. Now, let's say this is account number 1. Now, after you've done paid your bills, you are going to want to leave, and this number is going to reflect how much you have in your third investment account. Now, for me, I started off with leaving $50 when all was said and done. Bills were paid out, money was shipped to my overseas account, blah blah blah. I left $50 in my checking account just because, and I always had like $10 cash that I've always continually stacked up from each paycheck. Eventually, like right now, I'm capped in my checking account. I always leave a couple $100 in that account, just for pure enjoyment. I'm about to start cutting it down now because I've made some sick investments. But, anyways, that's what you're going to want to do. So, next, when you build up a cash, like for example, take out $10, $20, $30, whatever you feel comfortable with, you're going to want to stack it up in someplace safe, a vault or whatever, just to have cash on deck, And then after that, now you're going to hit what's called baller status, okay? Because now you have saved up cash that you saved up from cumulative paychecks over the time period, and now you have all this money sitting in your accounts, and you don't even have to touch it because now you have a cash barrier to protect you. Now, what you're going to want to do on that cash barrier is when you hit it, you want to set a limit So mine, at first it was 300. Now I've cut down everything to reflect my investments. But at first it was 300. And I had money in my checking account, just because. Now that's baller status, because what you guys are going to notice is like you're just like, man, I'm the shit. You feel good. Now I'm not saying that that's a bad feeling. I'm not saying to be a dickhead, but I'm just saying it feels good, guys. It feels good to have money in the bank. And if you don't have money in the bank, I'm sorry, but you got to get this experience, okay? So that little financial setup right there, having 3 accounts, is how I've been able to accumulate wealth over an amount of time, because all my finances are managed, okay? I manage my finances very well, okay? I make sure that the finances get taken care of very well, okay? So next we're going to move on to another topic of how to increase your cash flow. Next is you are going to want to eliminate all car payments. Now this is a very controversial subject, because I do realize buying a car is great. It has great advantages, such as upping your credit rating, which I badly need. I have a really shitty credit rating, but I have a lot of cash. But in the United States of America, credit rules everything. Cash is no longer king. If you think cash is still king, you need to get out of the Stone Ages, because now it's credit. Okay, now a lot of people will use a new car as a motivation factor. Hey, I'm hungry to get more money because I got to make this payment, that payment. Guys, remember, this is my talk show, so I'm going to give you my opinion. When you get a car payment, guys, the banks fuck you in interest, okay? I mean, they make you pay double the amount that the car's actually worth. And when you go back in to trade it in, they hit you with a really low amount. And they go up and they flip the car, and that's how they make money. But just to keep this conversation short, stay away from stay away from car loans. For example, let me pull up my calculator here. Okay, so you see it on the screen. Let's say that you have a car payment of $350 per month over a 72 month period. So we're going to do $350 times 72 months. You would have paid about $25,200, and this $25,200 does not include tax or interest. Okay, so just to be on the safe side, that may probably go up to about 30 grand, maybe, depending on what you get for a rate, interest rate. I'm not really sure. I'm not the credit card guru here, but let's just say you go with 30 grand, for that includes the price of the car, the price of the term of the loan, and the interest that it accumulates, how the banks make money. Now, over the term of 72 months, and I'm not that good at math, but let me see how many years that is. Over the term of 72 months, that's 6 years. So that's 30 grand out your pocket over the period of 6 years. That's 30 grand that you could have pocketed into your bank account. Okay? Is this starting to make sense? For you guys that have car payments now, I don't give a fuck what it is. If it's what? If it's I'm paying a friend, I'm paying a buddy, paying the bank. Okay, a car payment's a car payment. Imagine, guys, the average car payment that I've seen is probably in the 300s. Imagine, guys, if you had no car payment. Okay, I imagine this every day. I actually live it because I don't have any car payments. You know what I mean? When I was 15 or 16, back when I was hustling on eBay and Craigslist, when I was going hard, I saved up about 3 grand, 4 grand in a matter of a couple months. I bought my car cash. It runs great. The only thing I've had to do is just regular maintenance, timing belts, oil changes, AC, just regular stuff. It's an Acura. It's an older Acura, older model. It's a great car. It runs, okay? So just imagine, guys, if you didn't have a car payment right now, just imagine how much cash you would have, to throw into your bank accounts that I was talking about, your E-fund, your emergency fund, your investment account. Imagine how much cash that would be. That's a lot of cash. $350, that's a lot of money, okay? If you don't think $350 is a lot of money, ask go searching all around the world, go searching all over your city right now. Where are you going to find even $1? Okay? Even $1. Where are you going to find that? Nowhere on the street. Because even $1 nowadays is a lot of money. People don't know how to value money, So Anyways, what we talked about, I talked about how to manage your bank. So I'm gonna write this down. You set up the bank accounts. Point number 1. Okay. Point number 2. You eliminate car payments. Eliminate car payments. Now, on that note, on car payments, a lot of you guys, hey, well, Prince, I don't have the cash right now. Well, that sucks. Go get the cash. Okay, that's not my freaking problem. If you want to be rich, you will find a way to get rich. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that if you don't follow my advice, we're not friends anymore. But hey, I created this show to put more money in your pockets. Okay, I really did. So why wouldn't you listen to me? Why wouldn't you listen to this advice? This advice is solid, guys. I promise if you follow what I'm saying to a T, in about 6 months to a year, you guys are going to see a unanimous change in your lifestyle, a unanimous increase in your finances. But you got to listen. So, like I said, eliminate car payments. Now, a good price to pay for a car, guys, is about $4,000 minimum. Okay, let me tell you why. Anything below $4,000 is a piece of junk, unless you find a diamond in a haystack, or sorry, a needle in a haystack, which is hard. Okay, for me, when I was car shopping on my car, I had to go through like 10 showings to find a car because people would post stuff on Craigslist about a car, and when I got there, it wasn't even the car. It wasn't what it looked like. It was just weird, you know. So, like I said, guys, ways to save up for your car is use your emergency fund. You know, I mean, that's an emergency. You need a car. Imagine that. A car is an investment. A cash car is an investment. Okay, you have the title. You own it. It's free. Okay, my car has paid me over and over and over again in residual investment because every month I see that potential $300 to $400 amount payment going into my bank account. No one's touching it but me. You know? So yeah, eliminate car payments. Okay. Number 3, get rid of credit cards. Now, like I said, the subject of credit is actually controversial because a lot of people don't understand. There's good debt and there's bad debt. Okay, bad debt is, I mean, if you're just going out and if you're blowing this credit card money on a watch or some pair of shoes, that's bad debt. Okay, that's not an asset. Why would you buy something that's not an asset? Of course, it may make you look cool, but I mean, in the end of the day, it doesn't make you money. Okay, good debt would be like, for example, I'm buying real estate. I'm using someone else's money to buy this real estate so I can make me more money. That's good debt. Okay, now credit cards. You know, now this is viewing someone who's just looking to wanting to get some money in their bank accounts. What you guys are going to want to do is just stop. You know, just don't use them. Credit cards, they work the same way. They accumulate an interest. You know, over time. I mean, that's just what it is. That's just how the banks make money. Okay? I mean, just imagine what if you didn't have a credit card. Just imagine how better your life would be. How less in debt you would be today because you'd be saving yourself future dollars going into someone else's pocket that you could keep. But like I said, for those who are looking to work on their credit, that's another video within itself. That's something I probably don't know what to talk about because I'm currently not working on my credit right now. I'm currently just setting up my foundations and working on geographic freedom as of this recording. So eliminate credit cards. Okay. So honestly, guys, that's really been, honestly, if I could sum it all up, the setting up your bank account and eliminating the car payments have really been my two big wealth building factors. That's really how I've gotten so much money in the banks over the amount of years because I don't have these things. Okay, I mean, it's very easy to do. It just takes a certain mindset. You just got to discipline yourself enough to really, you know, start doing these things. You know, it's not that hard. It's not rocket science. Anyone can do it. You know, and like I said, I promise you guys, if you follow this method for about 6 months to a year, you will see results. Okay? You will see results. Because what's going to happen, guys, is now back to that scenario, you got 11 grand cash in the bank, emergency funds, $1,000, $10,000 in your investment account. now you actually have room to look at other stuff. Now you can actually look at starting a business, starting an investment. Now you can actually look at maybe going into another career. It just really depends. Okay. Now the point that I'm trying to get across to you guys is money buys options. Okay. I don't care what no one says. Okay. Money is not everything, but it buys you options. It buys you a better life. It buys you better food. You know, it's just everything happens with money. Now, for those people that say, "Oh man, but money's not everything, Prince." Okay, well, if money's not everything, quit your job today. Quit your job. I dare you. Quit your job today. See what was that? You know, see what will happen. See who gives a fuck. You know, quit your job today. You know, I'm tired of those people that, well, money's not everything. Blah blah blah. It's because you've never experienced money in your life, buddy. I have people whisper, direct message me on Instagram. Look, man, I see you posting blah blah blah, but I just want you to know, money's not everything. It's because you've never experienced it, buddy. Have you ever had 5 or 6 figures in your bank before? Huh? Do you even have $1,000 in your bank account right now, buddy? Huh? I mean, you probably work a minimum wage job already. You know, I mean, it's just I get really tired of those people saying money's not everything. But anyways, guys, let's see how long I've been talking. I got my stopwatch here. Been on air for about 30 minutes. So I went 5 or 6 minutes over time limit. But anyways, guys, I just want to thank you for tuning in to today's episode. And as always before, connect with me on my social media accounts. I'd love to reach out and talk to you, get to know you. If you're new to, this whole concept of wealth building, connect with me, And if you want to learn more about what I do, which is really just make money online, subscribe to my mailing letter. Now, like I said in the first episode, guys, I do promote stuff. Reviews of products or promote stuff. If you guys don't like it, well, just simply unsubscribe. I don't make these things for free just to try and sell something to you guys. Trust me, I don't need your money. That's all. But for me, I just think that if more people manage their finances better, I think we'd have a better society. I really think we'd have a better world. I think if more people understood how money worked, if more people understood numbers, how to read numbers, how to analyze a business, how to see how money works, how to get more money, how to make your money work for you instead of you working for money, I think more people would get the picture. I think we'd have a better society. I think the world would be a better place. And for me, all I'm hoping to do is, hey, if this helps out one person, if one person uses one of these concepts in any of the videos that I made in the past or in the future, and it's changed their life, I will have accomplished my mission for making this YouTube channel. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Just signing out now, and as always, check out the box below to subscribe. Subscribe to my newsletter. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Connect with me on social media. All right, this is Prince signing out.